morning. Welcome to Stitchworthy, a podcast about knitting and crochet. And my name is Stacy Goodyear. I am your hostess, and I try to spend a little time talking about my works in progress, finished objects, noteworthy news in the knitting crochet community here in South Central Texas. You know, just little tidbits like that. If you are a new viewer, thank you for stopping in. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. And please like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so with that said, let's get into some works in progress. I have a few crochet projects. If you'll give me just a second. And there are links to these projects on my Ravelry page if you're interested in some of the close-up photographs or some of the details like that. I don't really do a whole lot with my project page as far as putting too many notes or gauge or anything like that, because I don't really know how to formulate gauge, so yeah. I know how to get gauge, I just don't know how to formulate it. Excuse me. I'm doing all this on my cell phone and I want a better angle. Okay, so here is a blanket I started. I'm calling it Jewel Studded Neutrality because if you can see, it has little pops of color with the purple and pink and the pink and purple. I'm eventually going to have more colors than pink and purple in it. But for right now, that's what I've got. And then I also have another start to a different blanket that I'm calling Blueberry Compote Sundae. And that's it there. I was trying for a spiral effect, so that's why the motif is kind of misshapen. I didn't get the spiral effect I was hoping for, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm not too worried about it. It'll work itself out in the end, I think. Another work in progress that I have is knitting. This I'm calling my color block blanket, and it's not my own pattern. I modified it from another pattern by that name, the color block blanket. I don't know who designed it. I'll see if I can find that out and inform you guys next time somehow. Maybe post it in the comment box below this video. So let's see. This is it here. You notice that rather than just regular solid blocks of color like the pattern calls for, I've actually added stripes. And the stripes are varying widths, and I've also added a reverse stockinette ridge for textural interest between the color blocks. And the thing I'm thinking of doing with the blanket is having the stripes in the top and the bottom color block and having the middle be solid. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll see. And the fourth project I have on the needles is going to be a sweater for me. Let me get it out of its project bag. It's also going to be a color block project. I apologize about my cockatiel. He's nervous because I'm not in the other room with him. I try to keep these podcasts pretty short because I have 4 pets and they're all very insecure about being left alone. So this is my color block sweater, and this is what I'm thinking of doing the sleeves in. I have more of it, in case you're wondering how I'm going to get 2 sleeves out of 1 skein of yarn. I have all of this. So I'm thinking 3/4 if not full length sleeves. And the body is this wonderful beige color and a contrasting green. So that the color block sweater is my own design. I don't think anybody's done a color block sweater like that with this same pattern. And if they have, I can promise I did not copy. I have not been on any of the knitting or crochet websites in a while, and I have not been searching patterns for a very long time. So I just kind of got struck with the inspiration from the color block blanket, and I was like, I bet I could make a sweater like this. I bet I could make a top like this. And so I decided to make a sweater. But those are the whips that I'm willing to show. I have another whip in progress, and I've talked about it before on the podcast, but I don't want to show it. I really don't want to show it because it's going to be a wedding present. So I don't want the happy couple getting wind of it just yet. I want it to be a surprise at their wedding. It's turning out really, really beautifully, and I'm very proud of it, and I cannot wait to present it to them. I really can't. But with that said, I better sign off because my cockatiel is going crazy, and the neighbors are not liking it, I'm sure. So, without further ado, I have been Stacy Goodyear, and this has been Stitchworthy. Have a very good day, and I will see you again in the near future. Bye!